Welcome to Moonlight Ranch. My name's Kyle. This is my wife.
I'm Brandy.
And we bought a ranch.
Woohoo! So the backstory on this is when I before I met Kyle, I had a vision of a place that I would live one day that was surrounded by trees and be close to water, and that was away from the city. And when I met him, he had a similar vision of wanting to live kind of away from city life, and that was one of the many signs that he was my right person.
Yeah, so as soon as we met, even when we were dating before we got married, we were talking about our dreams. We were talking about how our dreams could come together, and it's really remarkable how our skills and our backgrounds intertwine so much so that we're hoping will be perfect for this new adventure. So our vision with it is that we can do retreats and have it be a glamping experience out here in the mountains.
So we both have experience doing boys camp for him, girls camp for me, just lots of outdoor experiences, lots of love for outdoors and camping, but also being close to nature and living close to nature and bringing people into a place where we feel that God is abundant in the nature, and that's a way to strengthen your spirituality, to ease your mind, to kind of do all of the things that God does in our lives.
Yeah, literally, you're taking a fresh of breath air for your body, for your soul, your mind, everything when you can connect with nature. I think all of us have experienced it here or there, whether it's taking a walk in the park, going for a hike in the mountains, whatever it is. Maybe it is camping. So our goal with this all is to create a place where we can have people have that retreat experience where they're escaping from all of their busy lives and come breathe and connect with nature, connect with God and the divine, and really connect with themselves so that they can have that growing experience.
Yes. So how we found it, been looking for it for a long time. We've looked at listings for land. Kyle's been on that for probably our first 8 months of marriage. He was looking for land. And then as we saw this house listing, it didn't look that great on the listing. The pictures were not super great. We weren't that impressed with it. I wasn't that excited about it, but I knew that he was. And so he came home one day and said, we need to go see this. I feel really strongly about this. Let's go see this house.
And I think also it happened right after that we had lost another house. We were just about to go see it, and on paper, the pictures, this house that we were going to go look at seemed perfect. And then the morning that we're supposed to go look at it, we get the message they accepted someone else's offer, and their offer was kind of way more than that we could compete with, because they weren't just buying one parcel, they were buying, I think it was like over 900 acres for a huge amount of dollars that we simply don't have and don't have access to. So we were really, really bummed out for that. So I don't remember how it happened, but yeah, I think I just had an impression that we got to go. I had the day off. It was a Monday, and
I cleared my schedule, and we just prayed about it and felt really good. And we got a realtor who happened to live locally, only 30 minutes away, and she had the time. And we were able to see it that day.
Yeah, we just dropped everything and went forward in faith.
It's about 2.5 hours away from where we were living. So we got here about a half hour early and saw the Kasherm Reservoir is what it's called. And that was just beautiful, right by...
So gorgeous.
In this beautiful valley surrounded by mountains, and then just this beautiful reservoir, and then all of this information that we read about the Paiute Native Americans and all the history that they had at this very place. How spiritual it was, how it was a place of gathering, how it was a place of using plants for medicine and using the resources of the land to live and to thrive and to gather families and raise families, which is part of the dream.
And it was fun too, reading about the Native Americans, but then also reading about the pioneer settlers here and kind of their history. And it's well documented and well known that they did not get along. They were at war for many years at the beginning. But then we found it so amazing that nearby here at Fish Lake, Utah, or in that area, that they came to peace. They came to an agreement and signed a peace treaty And I love reading the plaque up there that talks about how that treaty was never broken.
So already we had all of these witnesses of this being a special place, a place where Native people recognized as a land of abundance and a land of bounty, a place to gather, a place to heal, to do this kind of beautiful work with the land. And then we also felt that that legacy of peace was so important, of bringing the Western and the Native cultures together, and bringing Eastern medicine with Western medicine together, a place where we can marry the two. And that's also part of why we decided on Moonlight, moon for the feminine and light for the masculine, the blend of mother and father, the blend of religion and nature, or all of those different things that we bring together at Moonlight Ranch.
Yeah, and so by the time we even made it up here to the property, the feeling that we had was there was already so much peace, and we looked at each other and we just said, this is amazing. So before we even made it into the house here, we were pretty convinced already.
And this was a really gorgeous spring for Utah. We had a ton of moisture the last winter, so it was just green everywhere. So we came up on this ridge. We had no idea that it was even overlooking a ridge, and just saw this gorgeous valley with a beautiful streaming river, Otter Creek, that was just stunning. And to just walk up on that view, we didn't even need to see the house. It was a bonus that the house was functional and in good I don't know.
Yeah, good condition.
Good condition.
Yeah. And like Brandy was saying earlier, that we were fortunate, I think, that the listing pictures were maybe subpar. They showed the house, but they didn't show how awesome the house is, but then how awesome the land is and the views and just this area. And so we made an offer the very next day, and after quite a long process, we eventually were accepted and moved forward, and we're here now. So it's kind of been an overwhelming experience, just happening so much quicker than we thought, and it's just a really bizarre thing to have these dreams that we're working on, that we've made together, and then just to see them happening, and it feels like that snowball effect, where it's happening so quickly, and sometimes we don't even know how we're going to take that next step. But to just keep moving forward in faith, because we have felt very, very guided throughout this process.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing, is that even getting married, all of the things that we've wanted to do, it's been a desire to follow God's will for us. And we've always felt like there was something important that we would do after we got married, that we would do together. And this is part of that. This is part of, we're also growing a family, but we also we are ready for this beautiful land to make our own, but also to bring people here for healing and for experience and for a deeper connection with themselves and with God, and that's part of the vision. We found a perfect land for that. And
we feel very very much unaware of how the future is going to look. I think both of us get the feeling that we don't know how this is going to look in the future. We obviously have goals and dreams and visions, but we feel very much like it's going to turn into something that we don't even know yet, and that we just need to trust the process and keep moving forward in faith. So stay tuned. We're going to update you as often as we can as we go through the process of building out our glamping and retreat center. And it's going to be a crazy ride, and I'm just so excited to be able to share these memories and to be able to document them for us and for our family.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, and we will be with you again next week.
Yeah.